Yep.
And then after that, Matthew Hall.
Sorry. I'm JC from DC. This is my first time here. I've written several novels. The latest one is Preserving Ancestry. It's a book about a multi-generational family of doctors, starting with Matume, who was born in Eastern Senegambia in the 1800s. 20 years later, his descendant Chantel is an infectious disease researcher at LSU, currently in Buenos Aires, Argentina, trying to find the solution to an epidemic killing 10,000 people every day. Chantel remained at the lab, overseeing the lab work, until eventually she was ordered home for rest. She slept most of the night until 3 o'clock in the morning when she received a panic call from Iris. Chantel is back. It's not as bad before, but it's slowly worsening. Damn, I'm still feeling okay. Did you take a second dose? I took a third, and my health is still declining. Maybe it's time for you to come in for a standard treatment. It could be something else. If my symptoms don't improve, I'll do that. Sudden knocking pulled Chantel from the conversation. I gotta go, Iris. Someone's at my door. Could be someone from the lab. Bye. She hung up and headed to the door. Opening it stood a tall man, looking like a dark version of one of her relatives. Who are you? Idris Bigay. Can I come in, cousin? How did you find me? And how do you know I'm your cousin? Chantel pulled the door open with a stunned expression. Matume told me, Idris said, smiling. She laughed. Oh, so you bought into that whole reaching out to the ancestors crap. The two sat on the couch, and Chantel squeezed her face with her hands, trying to shake the sleep from her head. It's not crap. How do you explain how I found you? I can't. I must admit, you look a lot like the pictures of my great-great-grandfather, Wyatt, my grandmother had shown me. And I can't continue without coffee. She eased off the couch and headed to the kitchen. Would you like a cup? Sure, Idrissa said, following her into the kitchen. She fumbled around with the coffee maker until she got it running. 2 cups coming up. So tell me about your experience with Matume. After everything that has happened, with people dying all around me, I had to find out why. Why was I spared and thousands of others weren't? So I found a dealer and took a shroom. After falling under a spell, there's a reason. After falling under a spell, he came to me. Let's ignore the fact that you consumed an unknown substance from a stranger. Somehow it helped you contact Matume, a man who's been dead for over 100 years, and he spoke to you. Of course, you're here, so there must be something to it. Yes, I had seen him before in dreams, but not as vividly. My grandparents tried to convince me to take psychedelics early on, but I thought it was poppycock. What if it's not? Hold that thought. She poured 2 cups of coffee from the pot, handed one to Idrissa, and plodded back to the couch. Idrissa, I've had the nightmares. Illness, death, and some witch doctor-looking guy yelling at me. They're not nightmares, they're visions. I deal in facts. So far, you haven't provided me with any. Do you know the name Tina? I believe so. She's supposed to be Matume's sister. She was taken from the village of her birth and later returned. Returned? Yes, I saw a picture of her hanging at the same village where her children, in front of a boutique in Portugal. That boutique is still there. Chantel felt lightheaded. She leaned back on the couch to regain composure. It can't be. She grabbed his shoulder. I'm just making sure you're real. I've heard bits of these stories all my life. Now here you are, a living, breathing testament to their veracity. She gasped for air, heart palpitating. I think I'm having a panic attack. Idris stood up and looked around. Do you have a paper bag? I'm a doctor, I know what to do, she said, frowning. Then take this. He placed a shroom on the coffee table in front. I'm not taking some unknown substance you got off some drug dealer on the street that'll probably scramble my brain hoping to contact a dead relative. How about to save millions of lives, or to ensure you will see Scott again? Her face flushed as the name fell from his lips. I never told you that name. Faced with another insuspectable situation, her reality unraveled. Matume told me you would need an extra prod. You know what else he told me? Her face showed fear and wonder, waiting for a response. When presented with an oddball cure, don't roll your eyes when the alternative is your patient dying. He asked me to ask you who said that. She pursed her lips, looked up as tears dripped from her eyes. I did. He edged his room closer to her with his finger. I'm going to leave you now. I need to get back home. The oil rig I flew to all the way from Namibia via Senegal is shut down for some foreseeable future. I'm having shitty luck with oil rigs. How are you going to make it out of the country? I know a guy who knows a guy who likes the idea of making money off of me. Got it. Give me your phone number before you leave. Hold on. There you go. Hold on. Thank